Hello everyone, Josh here with Enemy Impact, bringing you guys some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and today we're going to be talking about the new upcoming roaming event for Jack Atlas. If you guys did not hear, you can check the thumbnail. You'll see that we finally got confirmation that Jack will be coming next week, I believe on the 26th, somewhere around there. So that's going to be awesome. Now today's video is going to be solely about what cards could possibly coming in the roaming event. And when I think about that, I'm thinking, okay, it can't be any cards that are really directly associated or directly work with Red Dragon Archfiend, because obviously, you know, that's going to come probably with his actual unlock release, which is supposed to be sometime in January. So I don't think any of the cards that are directly associated with Red Dragon Archfiend would be coming in the roaming event. So I tried to exclude most of those cards, and all the cards we're going to be talking about in today's video probably won't be coming either, but these are just a select handful of cards that I think may drop. And the reason why I chose some of these cards is some of these aren't very broken, they're not very powerful on their own, or the fact that they may just work well enough to at least make a deck out of it. Kind of similar into the situation of how they've released roaming cards with, for example, Zane with his Cyber Darks, and how they slowly just kept giving us more and more and more, but not necessarily giving us like the full complete deck. So that's kind of all the stuff that I took together in making today's video. Now, the only cards I'm really on the fence or on if we'll get are really the Resonator cards, like Dark Resonator and then later in the video, Red Resonator. So those are the ones I'm a little bit on the fence of, will they give us both or will they only give us one or the other? Because I feel like they're going to save at least one of them for either a level up reward or when he actually comes and becomes unlocked, or maybe they might even throw it into a big box, because I'm assuming his Ace Monster will come in a big box either in, I believe, January or March. I think it's going to be that or Red, you know, Rose Dragon, you know, Black Rose Dragon. I think those two are going to be in main boxes. That's my guess anyway. But anyways, let's jump in to what we think may be dropping with the roaming event. Now, again, keep in mind, this is just a, you know, my personal theory, my personal opinion. So, you know, if you guys do agree with any of these cards, definitely let me know in the comment section below. If you think some of these may be saved for his unlock events and a box, also let me know. I'm curious if you guys have other card ideas that you could speculate, because I'm sure we're going to get like a leak video in the next coming days, you know, with the actual confirmation. But for now, let's go ahead and have some fun with this. So we're going to start things off with Dark Resonator. Fiend Tuner effect, 1300 attack, 300 defense. Really what this card can do is basically just allow you to survive once per turn from being destroyed by battle. So really cool. It's not a bad tuner, to be honest. I mean, it does have its own self built-in protection. Much kind of like Full Helm Knight, if you're going to be technical, it does have a little bit of that, you know, one-time protection. Except with this card, it's once per turn, while Full Helm Knight is once per turn, or once per it being on the field, basically. So this is actually a really good tuner, and it is a 3-star. So very good card. I do feel like this or Red may be, you know, one of the ones that we are not going to get. It's going to be saved for a later time, but I wanted to throw them both in there because they do work with some of the other cards that we're going to be talking about today. So that is Dark Resonator. Very good card. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. Okay, so we have Red Rising Dragon. Now this is the only synchro that I could really see that they could give us in a roaming event. I don't really anticipate us getting any synchros from the roaming event, but if they did want to throw one in there, I feel like Red Rising Dragon would have been one of the ones that would be pretty good, because his effect really isn't all that amazing, and he kind of works synchro-wise with some of the other cards we're going to be talking about today. So Red Rising Dragon is a 6-star Dragon Synchro effect, 2100 attack, 1600 defense. Sorry I couldn't find a full picture. Most of the images I could see were pretty distorted, so I tried to find one that was clear, even though it was kind of cut from the top and bottom, so I do apologize for that. But this is one Fiend type tuner plus one or more non-tuner monsters. When this card is synchro summoned, you can target one Resonator monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck the turn you activate this effect, except Dark Dragon type synchro monsters. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 2 level 1 Resonator monsters in your graveyard to special summon them. So, you know, of course they work with, you know, Resonator cards, obviously. So that was just you know, an idea that I had. I don't see us getting any synchro. If we do, I'll be surprised for a roaming event, but I just wanted to throw one in there that I felt was like one of the more underpowered ones that wasn't exactly too broken. It does have a special summoning effect for tuners, which is nice and allows you to keep, you know, bringing out more synchros, but I feel like compared to some of Jack's other synchro monsters, you know, completely excluding the Red Dragon Archfiends, I feel like this was probably one of the lesser tier in my opinion, so I throw that on there. But again, I don't anticipate us getting synchros, but you never know for a roaming event these days. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to the next one. We have Red Carpet. Now, again, with keeping with the whole, you know, not including Red Dragon Archfiend, you know, direct support, I went ahead and chose Red Carpet as one of our possible traps that we could get. If a Dragon-type Synchro monster is on the field, target up to 2 Resonator monsters in your graveyard, special summon them. So I'm definitely basing a lot of these around Resonator and around the generalized Red archetype support. So again, not anything too overpowered, so it could be something that we see in a roaming event. And again, I don't think we're going to get all of these, but I think we may get at least a few of these, maybe. We'll see. So the next one we have here is Red Mirror. Now, you will notice that I did not include Red Gardna because Red Gardna is direct support for Red Dragon Archfiend, so I did exclude that from today's video, so keep that in mind. But so we're going to be starting things off with Red Mirror when it comes to just generic red archetype support. So this is a fiend effect, 1-star, fire attribute, 0 attack and defense. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, then target 1 fire fiend type monster in your graveyard except for Red Mirror, add it to your hand. If you synchro summon this card in your graveyard except during the damage step, or the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. You can only use each effect of Red Mirror once per turn. So a very good support card indeed for their overall deck, but nothing too, you know, drastic, right? Nothing too amazing. So the next one we have here, of course, is Red Resonator. Now, this is the other Resonator card that we could get. I think we might even get some of the 1-star tuners. Maybe there might be the rares in the roaming event. Who knows? I didn't want to go over every possible scenario because we'd go through so many cards. But Red Resonator was another Resonator card that I feel that we might be able to get from the roaming event. I feel like we might get one or the other, you know, between Red and Dark. I think Dark Resonator being more established within the anime and more associated with Jack, you know, just a more popular card, that Konami may actually save it for the level up or unlock event, you know. But so this might be the Resonator that we do get perhaps in the roaming event. But then again, we might not get either of these Resonators, so, you know, who knows. But this is just another good one that kind of fits with the rest of the cards. 2-star, fire attribute, fiend tuner effect, 600 attack, 200 defense. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your hand. When this card is special summoned, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field, gain life points equal to its attack. You can only use the effect of Red Resonator once per turn. So this is a very powerful tuner in my opinion. It's very, very good. This could get you out a 6-star general tuner or general synchro pretty easily. So I don't know if we get this one. Of the two, it's really hard for me to decide which one Konami would consider more powerful than the other and which one they would want to save. Maybe they'll save them both. I don't know. But these are both really, really good Resonators and really, really good tuners. So I really don't know if we'll get either one, to be honest. But I definitely wanted to include them because they were, you know, really good cards. I think that we could, you know, grab from a roaming event and make the roaming event definitely worthwhile for farming because these are actually really good tuners. Red Resonator is very, very good. I mean, this card alone sets you up for a synchro of a 6-star easily and gives you that life point gain. That is a very good tuner. But again, these cards being a little bit too good may not get them for a roaming event. So we'll see. But again, they do not directly need Red Dragon Archfiend, so I did include them. So let's go ahead and go to the next card we have here on the list. Is Red Warg. This is a 6-star fire attribute fiend effect, 1400 attack, 2200 defense. When you normal summon a Resonator monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, but its attack becomes halved. So this again will set you up for maybe a generalized 8-star tuner if you want. If you team it up with Red, or if you can even team it up with Dark as well, and that'll give you a level 9. So you can get out a generic level 9, a generic level 8 synchro. You know, so this definitely sets up some really good synchros, and I feel like that's what the game really needs right now. We need better ways and quicker ways to get out synchros, because this game right now is just hard for synchros to really manage. So being able to get these synchros out faster by using less resources and utilizing it in a less and more timely manner allows for synchros to really have a more, you know, survivability to opportunity in Duel Links. So we definitely need some cards like this to make synchros better, for sure. But again, some of these cards being maybe a little bit too fast may not be considered eligible to be used for roaming events. But however, I will say in some roaming events in the past, we have gotten some really good and powerful cards at the times of the release, like Red Eye's Spirits. We've gotten Red Eye's Insight with Super Joy, of course. We also had Elegant Mai, which gave us, you know, Harpies, you know, or not Harpies, I'm sorry, gave us Amazonas Queen, or Amazonas Princess, rather. So very, very powerful cards indeed. So I could definitely see it possibly coming. We'll see, though. Alright, we also going to go ahead and showcase Red Nova. Red Nova is a 1-star tuner, fire attribute, of course, fairy tuner effect, 0 attack and defense. If a level 8 or higher dragon-type synchro monster is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Red Nova once per turn this way. If this card is sent to the graveyard for a synchro summon that uses 2 or more tuner monsters as materials, you can special summon 1 Fire Fiend monster from your deck in defense position. So again, another pretty decent tuner. This tuner is nowhere near as good as the Resonators that we already talked about in today's video, but still a very, very cool card nonetheless. And again, it goes with the rest of the cards that we're showing today. Alright, so next card we have here is Red Sprinter. This is our 4-star fire attribute, fiend effect, 1700 attack, 1200 defense. When this card is normal or special summoned while you control no other monsters, you can special summon 1 level 3 or lower fiend type tuner from your hand or graveyard. You can only use the effect of Red Sprinter once per turn. So this again works really well with the other cards we've already talked about today. You could almost make a deck out of the cards that we've showed in just today's video. So I don't think we're going to get all of these cards. I think we are going to get at least a couple of these. I'd at least hope so anyway. You know, to kind of really hype us up for the Jack coming, because Jack does have some really, really good, you know, just generic tuners and some really good generic, you know, effect monsters that can really work with a lot of synchro decks. And I would love to see that happen. These ones kind of all work really well with each other as well. The synergy is definitely there. So yeah, I would definitely like to see a few of these definitely show up. What do you guys think? Again, let me know in the comment section below. So the next card we have here, I believe this is our final one that we're going to be talking about today, is Resonator Call. This is just a regular spell card that I threw in here. I didn't want to include any quick plays or anything like that. Jack does run desynchro, but of course we already got that in I believe a box or two ago. So that's definitely not going to be included in the roaming event. So I tried to, you know, find one that kind of fits with the rest of the stuff that we're talking about today, and I got this one here. Add 1 Resonator monster from your deck to your hand. Again, this may be a card that they might save for a box or a possible level up reward, or you know, who knows, to be honest. Konami works in mysterious ways, but I definitely want to at least include, you know, what I consider one of the more not so powerful spell cards that Jack does run. So I threw in Resonator Call. So yeah, that's pretty much all the cards that I had for you guys today. Do you like any of these cards that I listed? Do you think any of these will come in the roaming event? Let me know in the comment section below. Be sure to also drop a like if you do enjoy videos like this. I do love talking about cards that could or could not come to the game. It's definitely awesome and fun to do, and I cannot wait to see what you guys' comments are and what other ideas that you may have. Are there some cards that I might have missed that you think could come in the roaming event? Let me know all that and more. Keep the conversation going even when the video ends by also joining us in our Discord description below. Make sure you subscribe as well if you are new becoming an Impact player today. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, so that's really awesome. Cannot wait to hit that mark. And I hope you guys also have a very awesome Thanksgiving for those of you who do celebrate it. And if you don't, just have an awesome Thursday or Friday wherever you are. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.